The biggest crime in this movie is I didn't hear ground control to Major Tom. Hey, this is Rick and welcome to Spit Take Reviews, and today I'm going to review ISS. ISS stands for International Space Station, and that's what's it about. It's basically about 6 people up in an international space station. It's Russia and it's the US, and they are up in an international space station. It's directed by Gabriella Calperthwaite. I don't know if I pronounced that right. This is probably about the only movie I would have watched of hers. The only closest other movie I would have watched of hers is Megan Levy, which I have not watched. Before I go on, make sure you like, follow, and subscribe to Spit Take Podcast everywhere you get your podcast, videos, and social media content. I will say that I was quite interested in this movie when I first saw it. It is in outer space, looked like it was kind of a thriller kind of going on type of thing. It's really mostly intriguing to me when you're in outer space. There's no escape. It's quite frightening because you're usually stuck in a tin can and there's only so much oxygen. There's a lot you can do with outer space with so little. So it's basically surrounds 6 people. Ariana DeBrose stars Dr. Kira Foster. Masha Mashkova starts Veronica. Chris Messina stars Gordon Barrett, which I've seen him in the Mini Project. That's pretty much what I've known him from. I think he was a love interest. Pilo Aspaik stars Alexei Pulov, which I've pretty much known him from Game of Thrones, and he's been in a lot of other movies. I really liked him in this movie. Which I kind of like. For him in this movie, it's like, for me, I kind of didn't know if he was like a bad guy or a good guy, which was kind of intriguing for me. Costa Ronan, who played Nikolai, and John Gallagher Jr., who played Christian. And basically what this movie is about is you have 6 people in space. There are 3 Americans, 3 Russians, and they're all really good friends. They try to keep politics separate because, there's always this dissension between US and Russia, and they try to not talk about that. They try to not let that get in the middle. But then, Dr. Kira Foster, she's trying to figure out something happened to her mice because she's a scientist and she's doing some, sciencey stuff with mice up there, and she turns around and looks out the window and sees Earth, and she sees big explosions going on, and she's like, hey, what's going on there? Is there a volcano going off? And they're like, that's not a volcano. And so there's explosions, so they can see like atom bombs or something, like something's been released from Earth. And so Gordon Barrett gets a message, hey, we need you to take over the ISS by any means necessary. And the question is, did the Russians get the same message? So from then on in the movie, we have these best friends. All of a sudden, it's what's gonna happen, who's gonna do what. It's kind of a secretive, who can you trust kind of movie between these 6 people in outer space. I feel like there's parts of it that could have been done better, and I feel like there's parts of it that were done really well. So I feel like it was a great concept. Like, what if you're in space with the people that you happen to go at war with? And there's an allegiance, a strong allegiance with your country. There's a duty to your country. At the same time, you love these people. You don't get much time to explore the relationship between these people, so I don't know how much of a bond you feel between all these people. Specifically Gordon and Veronica. There's definitely a big bond because they have a relationship going on. But, Kira Foster is kind of new, so she doesn't have as big of a relationship with everybody because she's the newbie. But you kind of, there's some hurt feelings in there when certain people don't trust certain people, and then other people trying to stop other people from killing this person or that. I'm going to keep this spoiler free. So we do see some suspension of belief. Let's just say there is some suspension of belief there for the purpose of the story, which you can take it or leave it. I felt like it got better as the story went on. There were some slow parts throughout the story. Of course, you're in a space station. It's not gonna go too fast because you got these 6 people in a confined space. So how fast can it really go? I will give this 7 stars out of 10 on my book. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe. And don't forget to watch my other podcast, The Warrior's Respite. Don't forget to watch Spit Take Podcast every Friday. And throughout the week, level up, guys.